Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, and with that, we are back in Lobby Bar for the week of July the 27th, 2026. Brian and Michaela with you. And Michaela, you are back on the road again. You're at
On
you're
the
at
road again.
Drink the Movie's favorite destination, Asheville, North Carolina, right now. Shout out
I
to
am.
the Appalachians over there.
Shout out to the Appalachians, the Smoky Mountains, the Blue Ridge Parkway. I think that's what it's
Mm,
called.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It's not 1,000 degrees here. I tried to escape the heat. I don't know if I picked the right week to do that, but something told me that it was time to come up and just be one with the mountains. It's right before school starts, so I'm hoping that it's kind of quiet. We'll see.
Okay.
But there's
Mm-hmm.
plenty of drinks to be had. And shout out to all of our patrons. I found a couple of really fun places to have drinks that we're going to talk about on our hangout later this week. So that's exciting.
That's right. Yeah. Hang out coming up later this week. Go to patreon.com/drink the movies for more information there. And yeah, always a good time getting to Nashville. There's a lot of really fun places. It seems like we'll get there every like I don't know, like 18 months, and there's like a whole like slew of new things to go see and do and places to drink at and stuff like that. So yeah, if you have any good recommendations, go ahead and send them our way. We'll see if Michaela can swing by before she's out of there for the week. And the mountains are a great place to go, right? Because yeah, it's starting to cool off a little bit up that direction. It's not quite leaf looking at season, which is very busy in the Asheville
Mm.
region right there. So yeah, I think you might be in a good spot if you want to explore the city a little bit and not have to beat the crowds, as it were. Well, one of our favorite things to do when we're in the mountains or when we're at the beach or when we're in the city, when we're anywhere, basically on the moon, I don't know, is probably have a spritz because you can sit down, you can have it. It is delicious. You can ponder whatever it is that you feel like pondering at the time. Sip and enjoy. And Michaela, you're using an ingredient today that is it's not a new favorite of ours. It's been a favorite of ours for a little while, but I still feel like even though we love the Italicus liqueur, that bergamot deliciousness, we don't use it enough still. So I think you're going to be opening that bottle today to mix up an Italicus Spritz for everyone.
I am. I am. It is arguably the most beautiful bottle that I've ever seen in that
Hmm.
holds a liqueur. Yeah. If you've not had this, go find the most beautiful bottle in your liquor store, and almost guarantee it's going to be the Italicus. It's this really beautiful blue. Um, it's just stunning. And Italicus is really cool. We've used it in a couple of things, but I've never put it in a spritz, and I don't know
Hmm.
why that I hadn't done it until now because it's gorgeous. Like it is a beautiful. It makes a beautiful spritz. Now we've done like um a ca- a Campari spritz, or we've done a what's the other one? Oh my God,
You're so close. We've done the Aperol Spritz, which is the
we've done an
classic
Aperol spritz.
one, of course. You can certainly use Campari. We've done Saint Germain Spritz and
Yeah,
elderflower
that's a fun
Spritz
one.
there as well. But I've seen Italicus Spritz on menus, but I don't think that I've ever actually had one.
Well, I have to say, it might be my new favorite. I love an Aperol spritz, as you know, but spritzes are generally something that you do with like a prosecco, some sort of sparkling wine, a little bit of soda water, and then your liqueur of choice. And I don't know why we decided, like the world decided hundreds of years ago, that an Aperol spritz was the way to go at the beginning of time. I don't know, because it's kind of it's neat.
Because the
It's kind
people
of
that were
a
running Aperol were smarter than the rest of us, I think.
well,
So
maybe. I mean, it's not. They weren't wrong. I will say, because it's delicious. Um, but the Italicus is such a neat. It's different profile flavor, right? Because you don't have that tartness, that kind of sour taste to it that Aperol typically has, right? That's known
mhm.
for. This
Yeah,
is
it's not
a
as
little
bitter.
bit.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as it's a little floral. It's very delicate. It still has that like herbaceousness or that like botanicalness to it that's really neat. Um, so what you're gonna do? Let me tell you how to make it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take 2 ounces of this, which is a lot, 2 ounces, and you're gonna add that into like a really fun like wine cup. And then you're going to add like 3 ounces of Prosecco or top it off with Prosecco as you would like. And then just float a little bit of soda water on top.
Mhm.
It is really fun because it's only 3 ingredients, which we like to do in the lobby bar, and it is really delicious. If you want to garnish it, I've never seen this actually before, but apparently green olives are a fun garnish for this. That seems weird to me, but that's what this recipe that I looked up says. I've never done that.
Yeah.
I feel like that would make it like very martini-esque almost, which would be
Your
fine.
the recipe here includes the olives because yeah, it's delicious. We did a cocktail back for Andor that included some Italicus and some olives, and there's something about like the way that the olive brine pairs with the bergamot, which is like a I don't know, like a orangey lemon sort of a thing. It's delicious. There's something about it. It's like a sweet and savory kind of a thing, like salty and sweet. It's delicious. Carry
Oh,
on.
well, there we go. All right. We get the Brian seal of approval, and Brian is much more wise than me, so you should do that. Mine did not have that when I had it this weekend. It did not. But now I'm actually very intrigued because I do remember the Andor cocktail, and I think it was one of my favorites that we did, well, that you did when we were
Mhm.
covering Andor. So, um, yes, give that a shot. But I really love this because again, it's super simple. It's 3 ingredients. It's probably stuff you have in your house if you have a bottle of Italicus, and everybody should, let's be honest. But it's so like elevated, like it feels like a really fun, like a very modern, very like I don't know, very adult cocktail. Like it's very fancy, especially if you're
Mhm.
gonna add olives. Like it's gonna be bougie as hell. Like it sounds great. And it's 3 ingredients and it's so simple. I love it. I love it so
So
much.
Sounds great. Yeah, absolutely. It's really nice. And if you're wanting something a little bit different, like if you love an Aperol Spritz and who doesn't, but you're a little, maybe tired of that, you could try this. Would be fun. What would be a really good idea is if you were having a little get together, a little soiree. And sometimes people will do like a mimosa bar or something like that. Why don't you do a spritz bar, right? Because you could get
I
some,
love that.
fairly inexpensive prosecco. You could throw up, a bottle of your Aperol, your Saint Germain, your uh, Italicus. You could probably do like creme de cassis or probably like any other sort of like fruit flavored liqueur and make up a spritz that way. It would be a good way to maybe get through some bottles that you're struggling to find use for as well. But I think a little spritz bar, I think that sounds nice. You're doing like a little brunch or I don't know, bridal shower or something like that. That would be good. So, yes, that is the Italicus spritz. Go ahead and mix one up, sit around, ponder the world. And maybe the thing you'll be pondering is how much money is the Odyssey going to, in fact, make? It's going to make a lot. It took the second weekend here very easily with $87 million, which is a pretty good second weekend. I think it's up to like 600 some $1 million worldwide. That's good. Moana is climbing back. It's making its money back. So good on you, Moana. There coming in second place, $10.5 million. Toy Story Part 5, Hades Town, the musical, coming in fourth, which is just a filming of the original Broadway cast of Hadestown. I would like to get out and see that. I don't know if time's going to allow for that or the showings are going to allow for that. So hopefully it'll end up streaming here at some point, that Hadestown, the musical, because I'd really like to see that. And Minions and Monsters round out the top five. The Odyssey took this weekend. The Odyssey will not take next weekend because we have something come out here that is going to, take its place, of course. Will it be as good as the Odyssey? Time will tell. But Spider-Man, Brand New Day. This is the fourth installment. Tom Holland says, "Get out of the way, self, because I got more of myself coming."
Right.
Me and Zendaya
Yeah.
just box office $1 million every week now for the rest of the year,
Yeah.
basically.
They really are. I wonder if it's in their contract where it's like if either one of us is in a major motion picture, the other one has to at least show up for, you know,
Yeah,
4 or 5
that's right.
scenes. I think so.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't blame them because they look amazing together on screen. They're both incredibly talented. But yeah, it is kind of funny how Tom Holland is like the star, like, but well, both of them are like taking over every weekend. It's like something else that they're both in. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So go check that out, Spider-Man. We're going to be talking about it here on the main pod. This is the fourth Spider-Man, plus of course all the other Marvel things that Spider-Man has shown up in the Avengers stuff. I still haven't watched the Doomsday trailer, but presumably he's going to be in that as well. So we went what? Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, and now we're changing the naming organization to Brand New Day. Well, the next one will be Old Day or something. I don't know. Spider-Man's coming out. If you missed it in the theater, and I think we both did, but it is available to stream now. Just as of this past weekend, I believe. Pressure is available to be streamed on Peacock, which looks like a really good movie. The cast is banging in here. It seems like tense and really good. It's kind of in the lead
It's
up to
amazing.
D-Day. It's the the Americans and the British coming together there to basically get D-Day figured out how that's going to work. But Andrew Scott, Brendan Fraser, Kerry
Oh yeah.
Condon, Damian Lewis, star-studded cast. I'm really excited to watch this. Like I said, I missed it in the theater. Sounds like you must have had a chance to see it there, Michaela. But that is available to stream now as well.
Yeah, and it's really worth your time. From a historical perspective, I really thought that it was really cool, and it talks about. I mean, you're right. The cast is great. It really talks about like the idea of the weather, like trying to figure out the weather to be
Mm-hmm,
able
mm-hmm.
to uh, storm, the beaches of Normandy and how we were going to do that. And apparently, again, I'm an idiot. I'm like a normal human looking at this, and I had no idea how technical the weather had to be in order for these ships to like all land. I mean, that sounds
Mm,
like real simple to like, well, like duh, right, but I didn't know that there was enough to make an entire movie about it, that was like a huge part of the planning of D-Day. So it's
that's true.
actually really really cool. Andrew Scott's amazing. um the whole cast does a really good job. I'm surprised because when we saw the previews of this, both of us, I think you and I were like, "Oh, this is going to be like an Oscar contender," and then it like totally flew under the radar and nobody saw it,
Hmm.
and now it's out on video. Go see it because I did see it and I think it's really great. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's not going to win anything, but I really liked it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and if you have a subscription to Peacock, there are worse things you could turn on, I'm sure. So, last week on the podcast, we talked about Moana. That was a pretty good chat about a pretty good film. Shout out to Moana there. This week, we're going to be talking about the Odyssey. Will our episode last for 3 hours? I don't know. Time will tell. You will find out on Thursday. Speaking of Thursday, I believe that's the day we're doing our hangout, as Michaela mentioned earlier. Patreon.com/drink the movies. You can go there, get some information on the hangout. We have our bonus episode about the animated version of Moana over there, and we appreciate our patrons so much. Michaela, I'm going to let you go because you are in the mountains. You have Italicus Spritzes to mix up and enjoy. Presumably, I'm going to see if I have a bottle of Italicus laying around. If not, I'll just wait for you to get back and see if we can get one together somewhere. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll talk to you next weekend, the lobby bar.